Hi, love bunnies. I hope you guys are all doing so well. Welcome back to the beauty house. As you can tell by the title, today we are doing something a little different. We are going over some red carpet looks because it is award season. So I said, hey, you know what? Let's try something new and a little bit different. So if you would like to see my thought process on the looks on the red carpet for the SAG Awards, also known as the Actors Award for this year, 2026, continue to keep on watching. So it is award season, and right now the last award that just happened not too long ago was the SAG Awards, also now known as the Actors Award. One thing I didn't know about that award was it was actors pretty much nominated and voting for other actors, which I think is a really dope concept, especially if some people believe that, you know, when it comes to award season, sometimes everyone doesn't get their flowers or the recognition that they feel that they do because of the Academy. But that's a whole nother story time. So today we are gonna go over a few red carpet looks. I'm gonna give my 2 cents on what I like, what I would tweak, and if I would change anything at all. So I hope you guys are ready to enjoy. The first lovely lady that we have up is going to be Teyana Taylor. Now I'm gotta look at my notes. I gotta look down at the photo. Now, Teyana Taylor, she is a striking woman. Like, she has striking features. Her face shape is a diamond face shape. I'll get into more of that in another video. Her makeup artist is Yaka Olivia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What I do like about this makeup look is the fact that it is bold. It is sultry and it's sexy, right? I think it looks nice along with the chain that she's wearing as well as the dress. But the only thing I would tweak about it, looking at it, I understand that she wants to keep it dark because I think on a few red carpets she's had this look, and I would assume this is probably now her staple look. And because of the lightness and the light shades of the dress that she is wearing, I would just tweak it. Instead of it being a black liner, I would have kept it to brown, because brown still add the depth that the look has, but also it still keeps it sultry, sexy, but also soft. She has very hooded eyes, and I would have possibly just brought up a shadow a little bit more in the crease just to define it and just to change the eye shape just a dash. And for the lashes, I would have gave it something more fluttery. Because her eyes are already hooded and a little bit closed set, I would have done something more spiky just to open it up a bit. But other than that, I love the look. The lip combo, I think it pairs well with the eyes. It's nothing too crazy. I wouldn't change anything when it comes to that. The brows is perfectly fine. So altogether, I think it is a cohesive look, and I do like it. One thing to quote, this is the first year that they do have a theme for the red carpet, and their theme is 20s and 30s reimagined. So also we have to keep in mind makeup in that time period and how it also translate into now, the current. So I think she definitely nailed it. Like I said, my only tweaks would be having it be a darker brown instead of it being black. So that's my little 2 cents on that. So next on our list is gonna be the beautiful Kate Hudson. Now, her makeup artist is by the name of Tanya Brewer. And this look, when I looked it up, this was a nod to the 60s glam. Now, they said the theme was 20s and 30s. But, you know, makeup does what it does. Okay. So, her makeup artist said it was a nod to the 60s. Now, I do like the tones that they played with, because her outfit is, you could tell, like a nice cream color, like a nice eggshell cream color. I think it looks beautiful against her skin. So I like the fact that they didn't go too crazy on the eyes. I like that the focal point of the face, it was definitely dewy. It was definitely youthful. The only thing I would tweak would be when it comes to the eyeshadow, I can see that it's shimmery, but it's more on the white, like the lighter, more white, pale shade of a shimmer. I would have more so gone with like a yellow golden undertone, just to complement the cream of the dress that she's wearing and the chain that she's also wearing. And I think it would have paired even more beautifully and allowed the green in her eyes to pop even more. The lashes I like, it looks very natural. The brows, again, it's clean, it's very mature, it suits her. You know, her face features, nothing crazy needed to be on the brows. I do like the shade of pink blush that was utilized. It complements the lip perfectly. I always talk to you guys about liking looks that's unison and it makes sense. So although the eyeshadow is that sparkly whiter shade, the blush and the lips match. So that's what brings the look back being cohesive and bring it back looking unison. So I like the pairing of the lip and blush combo being very similar. And like I said, I like the look. It suits her. She is a woman of a particular age. She definitely looks dewy and I love that. Only thing I would tweak, like I said, have the eyeshadow be more so on the yellowish gold of a sparkle. And the lashes is perfectly fine. So again, all together, I like this look. Okay, love bugs. Next up is going to be Chase Infinity. Now, I'm not gonna lie, didn't know who she was. I'm not gonna lie. Because honestly speaking, all of the movies that came out thus far, gearing up for the Oscars, I didn't watch. I didn't. I don't have that kind of time. But I have been hearing her name and I have seen her looks on the red carpet. And I think whoever her stylist is doing an incredible job. They know her body type, her skin tone, and they definitely pick pieces that matches her and suits her. And to me, that is what makes a great stylist. Knowing your client, knowing their body type, their skin tone, knowing pieces that looks good, knowing when to play it safe, and knowing when to go the extra mile. And like I said, from photos that I have seen of her stylist is doing an amazing job. Now, when it comes to her makeup artist is Andra Dradon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What I love, looking at it, honey, what I love about this look, it is very dewy on the skin. I can see clear that's the theme here. It's very dewy on the skin. It's not heavy makeup. It's not full glam. I would classify this as soft glam. Her skin tone looks absolutely beautiful. I like that you can still see her freckles peeking through. If those are real freckles, I believe they are, peeking through. Gorgeous. The eyeshadows, I like that it's not distracting, right? Her face is already gorge. Her outfit is already doing a lot in the best way possible. So I like that the eyeshadow isn't too much. The colors that was chosen looks very good. It matches it beautifully. It looks like it's brown, it's definitely a brown, like a shimmery brown, but more like a rust, more on the bronzy side of a golden eyeshadow. And I think that's nice. I believe this looks like it's mascara. It doesn't look like it's too much of a heavy lash, which again, I like. It's not too clean. It's like, let me just put it on and go out the door, but it still looks very put together. The blush and the lip, again, perfect pairing. That shade of a nice peachy color looks radiant on her skin tone. To me, looks absolutely beautiful. The only thing I would tweak is the brows. I don't really like how the brows is filled. Because her skin tone is like lighter, the colors that she's playing with is clearly on the peachier side. I would have used a lighter brown on the brows because it still would have complemented it and have it be what it needed to be as a full cohesive look to me. That's the only thing I would change. Other than that, I think looks absolutely beautiful. It's not too much contour. I don't think contour was needed. So it being the blush on the apples of the cheeks, complementing the lips, I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I like that it is a lip gloss because again, it makes sense with the fact that the dress is shiny and the headpiece is shiny. I think having it be a lip gloss makes perfect sense. Again, the only thing I would tweak would be the brows. But other than that, I think this look is absolutely gorgeous. And her makeup artist did an amazing job. Okay, loves. The next look up is from Jenna Ortega. I'm not gonna lie. I have not watched anything that she was in. I do know she played Wednesday in the Addams Family movies, like the newer ones. I haven't watched any of them. And I guess she's in other things. Like I said, I haven't watched anything she's in, so I don't know her craft too much. But anytime I have seen her on the red carpet, she has this look of, I guess, goth and mod. So I would assume that's the ground that she likes to play in when it comes to styling and makeup. If I'm not mistaken, I think not too long ago her brows were bleached blonde, so the focal wasn't her brows at all. I think now she recently dyed them back or allowed them to come back to its natural color. Now for this look, her makeup artist is Melanie Iglesias. I do like this look. I think that this look suits her. I think it makes sense for the hair being down, flowing how it flows, for the dress that she decided to wear, that I don't care but care kind of vibe. And so I think this makeup makes sense for that look. I like that the skin, as I'm going over these looks, I'm realizing it's a theme, and I didn't realize that. It looks as though she kept it natural on the face. So it's just her natural face is peeking through, her natural complexion. So again, with her, you can see her freckles coming in, which again is very beautiful. She kept it very natural with the eyebrows, which I like. I don't think it needed to be too sharp. I don't think it needs to be filled in. I think it makes sense again for the look that she's going for. The only thing I would tweak is the eyeshadow being blended out. I can see the highlight under the brow as well as I can see the eyeshadow. For me, I would just have blended it so it's a seamless blend, so you don't see one color going to the next. Other than that, I think it makes sense. This doesn't look like falsies to me. It looks as though she is wearing mascara. Just probably like 2-3 coats of mascara. And the lip color makes sense for the eyeshadow and the look she's going for. My only thing is I wouldn't have it be a gloss. I would have done this lip color as a satin or a matte finish, or I would have had it on the lip and just blotted it so it looked more like a lip stain and not a lip gloss. Because of the look that she's going for with the I don't care but care at the same time kind of vibe, like I said, I would have just put it that same color on the lip but blotted it so it's more so like a lip stain, because it still would give a look of not it being matte, but it just be a flush of color, still to keep with the naturalness of the face, the naturalness of just having the mascara. I think that would have been a nice little tweak that I personally would have done. Other than that, like I said, I think the look suits her. I think it matches the dress and the vibe that she was going for. Now, last but not least, of all the looks, this is the look that I thought was absolutely breathtaking. It is my girl, Quinta Brunson. She is from one of my favorite shows, Abbott Elementary. If you don't watch it, watch it. I don't know your taste in shows, but I like to watch a little of every single thing. And she is so funny to me. Everything about this show, I like all the characters. Every single person does what they need to do in that show amazingly. I'm not gonna lie. Her stylist, I don't know who the stylist is, but kills me every time. Kills me. But her makeup artist is Rebecca Aladdin. I want to silence for the beauty. I absolutely love every single thing about this makeup look. From the softness of the brows, the naturalness of the eyes, the flawlessness of the face, and the bold red lip. Let's break it down. the brows. I think the brows were beautiful, just a clean, slightly filled in just to give a little bit of definition. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It suits her face shape beautifully, and the color chosen looks absolutely great on her. The eyeshadow, I like the fact that you could tell it's a brown, you could tell it's like skin tone, but just a pop of color, just a little bit darker, just so it's still like, hey, you know, bring a little bit more zhuzh to her natural lid color. I like the softness of it being winged out a bit, like that technique is winged out a little bit. I like the softness of that. I like the fact that the lashes, she could have done a little bit more with the lashes, but I like it because, again, it is simple and it matches the hair, the simplicity of the hair. So the lashes, I like them. You can tell it's more so just at the end, so it's more like wing lashes just to be at the end and not a full lash strip. The face, flawless. It's not too much, it's not too little. You don't see too much bronzer, you don't see too much blush. I would like to believe that there is bronzer, but it's more so probably like one shade up from her natural skin tone, so it's not a harsh demarcation. And the blush, if it is used, again, I would assume it's something closer to her skin tone, so it's just to complement her natural skin tone. It's absolutely flawless. The lip. Now, I'm not a red lip kind of girl. Not a fan of it at all. But the trick to a good red lip, one, the lip pencil that you are utilizing. And two, knowing the right shade. Red is a funny color to where if you don't have the right undertone, it can go bad real quick and it could look terrible. Okay, you have to know if it's a cool tone red, a warm tone red. More about that later. Looking at this, I would like to believe this is a cool tone red. Cool tone red meaning it has more blue in it. Because of her skin tone, it looks absolutely amazing. The lip color, the lip liner, you could tell it's a reddish brown. It's a little bit lighter than the actual red on the lips, and I can see that because I can clearly see the color of the liner. But it doesn't throw it off. It doesn't make it look crazy. It still looks good together and it still complements it beautifully. Again, the shade of red looks absolutely gorgeous on her. Because the outfit was also black and white, it just looks good cohesively, color scheme wise. With this look, absolutely 10 out of 10. I would not change anything about it. It's absolutely gorgeous in my humble opinion. Well, that was all the looks that I saw, all the looks that really stood out to me, that I said, hey, let me give my little 2 cents on it. Again, I loved all these looks. I am always gonna, of course, recognize who the makeup artists are, because again, makeup artistry, that's an art and that's a craft and a skill within itself. So it's also important to shout out who their makeup artists are. Again, like I said, I think these looks are beautiful. I think the looks overall suited each individual that I did speak about. At the end of it all, it's still beautiful looks that came together beautifully for what the theme was and for what the event and occasion was all together. This was so much fun. This was a little bit quick, but this was so much fun. And this is, again, something new for me. You know, I always have to do different things for you guys. So you guys, always want to be entertained, always want to know. And again, I think it's important as a makeup artist to give my 2 cents on my viewpoint through my lenses as a makeup artist. You know, this is what we do pretty much in the field. We always look at other things, critique, tweak. That's just life in general as a whole. This was so much fun. This is award season, like I said, so I definitely will be doing some looks for, there is a Satellite Awards coming up. I just learned what that was, okay? And then, of course, the Oscars. So I cannot wait to see those looks. And I honestly can't wait to do a review with you guys of those makeup looks. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys want more. And if there's any looks that I missed, then just let me know. And I could always do it again or add more for you guys. As always, I thank you so much for taking a part of your day and choosing to share it with little old me. I thank you so much. Thank you for the love, the support. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Hello. We are trying to grow this family, okay? I need more people. Hello. If you have any suggestions of any other videos that you would like me to do, any other style videos, just always let me know. Shoot me an email, a comment, whatever it is, and I'm definitely going to do it for you. As I always say, the true foundation of beauty starts from within. Makeup is just the cherry on top. As always, thank you guys so much. Until next time, mwah. I love you and be safe.